So we're in an island in the middle of the river. There's absolutely no way the ocean gets in here, and still we're here to surf. And then there's our first boat. My name is João Kopke, and our mission is to surf the island of the rats. A ilha dos ratos.
De manhã cedinho eu salto do ninho e vou para a paragem de bandolete à espera do sete, mas não pela viagem.
Waited the whole day for that. It's really like a tiny fishing boat. Train, people going to work. Boats, people going to work. Fishing boat, we are going to work. Let's go. Whatever is not on the boat is going to stay on land. There's nothing where we're going.
Let's go!
Fucking happy. There are many missions to proper waves that don't make me this happy, I think. I'm happy there's logistics, there's boats, there's sunrises, and like sometimes we don't even go through all this work for barrels and stuff. We're going through a lot of work to surf a river wave, so I hope it's worth it. The idea of going to an island in the middle of a river kinda, yeah, gets my juices flowing. We're going to camp for a week there. I'm not another. Desert Point? Olha ali! Olha ali, ali deu! Yeah, maybe it's called Island of the Rats because rats surf here. Maybe it's rat waves. I know nobody thought of this. Luís,
Ainda não.
pensaste nisto?
Ele vai encostar mesmo à praia. E a água.
Nobody thought of this.
Claro.
So from this point on, we're alone. He picks us up by the end of the day and goodbye. Isto é este e depois é só depois daqui a 1 hora.
Epá, não sei bem, mas este aqui, se der, é uma direita. Portanto, eu acho que vamos para aqui ou não? Onde é que achas que vamos?
Pá, nem vai ter barco nenhum.
Chega sempre ao fim.
Não, vai vir ali.
Tu velhinha com teu ar ruim e eu velhinho a sair porta fora. Mas de manhã algo estranho acontece. Tu gaiata vens da catequese e eu gaiato a correr da escola. Mesmo evitando tudo se repete. O encontrão, a queda e a dor no pé. Que o teu sorriso sempre me consola.
É buraco?
Já está por aqui.
Estás a ver?
É hollow,
É a ponta.
So the swell forecast, aka the schedule of the boats, says the next boat that goes from Montijo to Lisboa is going to depart in 3 minutes. But there is another boat expected to come from Lisboa in the meantime. And yeah, so we're ruled instead of by the whims of the ocean, we're ruled by the whims of the captains of boats and people going to work. Look, Ricardo is in the middle of the river trying to uncover the bank. É aí ou não?
Esquerda, descida aqui para lá. Para aí aqui.
The left. But yeah, for the left we need the boat coming from the left. Who needs wave pools, you know? I don't think people have exploited the full potential of ferry boats.
Encontrei postalzinho no fundo de uma gaveta, 2 pardais dentro do ninho e coração com uma seta.
O que vais fazer?
Pescar. Está aqui o almoço já. Se calhar comemos isto, não?
Come.
Se precisássemos disso, morríamos à fome.
Vou apanhar um peixe rato.
Põe os olhos neste lançamento. Coisa ali. 50 jardas, fácil.
I thought the fishing rod was such a stupid idea, but actually maybe not. So this island and the surrounding banks here are full of mussels, and these are one of the biggest delicacies in Portugal. If you haven't heard of ameixos ao bolhão pato, well, you have not really come to Portugal. But these ones are actually not legal to catch, even though there's a bunch of people catching them around here. These mussels, they say they cannot be caught, and so this illegal activity that happens here is kind of illogical because we end up eating these mussels. So instead of them being cleaned in Portugal or around this area, like there's no reason for it not to be like a cleaning station for mussels here, they have to be caught here, be taken to Spain illegally. All of this is not really nice, and then they come back and we consume them in the restaurants at a more expensive price. I have no idea why this happens. There's kind of weird mafia going on about this, and people go to jail and stuff like that. It's kind of sad because there could be an industry, there could be an economy around this thing, and there isn't, just because of, I don't know, conflict of interest from somebody, like shady stuff. So yeah, while we're catching waves, these people are catching mussels, and gave me this thing to think about, because actually this island, it has a very long history connected obviously to the river and to seafood. This used to not be actually the island of the rats, but to be the island of the oysters. But I'll tell you that after the next wave. We're waiting for the next set, and now rush hour is done, so there hasn't been a boat in like 1 hour, and we have to occupy our time. We just unveiled the reason why Ricardo is P1. It was actually P1, because he would be P1, and then he became P1.
A Rosa foi pra cidade, Maria foi ver o mar, a Joana passou da idade, e eu vou vendo a minha rua a ver passar.
Essa câmara já tem cheiro.
Já. Daqui a nada ficamos sem pranchas, que eu já comecei a ver a água a subir. It's the only thing we're fishing, because waves is pretty tough. Helicopter from the airbase.
Malta, eu sei que vocês estão a descansar, mas está a vir um barco.
Tá? É, então, olha, lá vem. Está mesmo? Ah, tá.
Filha da...
So they say the afternoon boats are better on the left. I don't know who's they, because I actually didn't speak to anybody, but I'm thinking about it.
A ver a minha rua, a ver passar.
I hit an oyster! I definitely hit an oyster, for sure. Oh, but this ride was sick, huh? I was like, wow. I understand why it's called Rat Island. It's rat waves. But look, it was... If I was this big, it'd be nice. So when I decided to sleep, André, you got the best wave of the day so far.
Olha o set! Vai! Olha o Pita, pegou a onda do dia, cara!
So I'm not gonna sleep anymore at any time, because because you never know. It's a boat, it's not a swell, but it's still, every boat has their own thing. We learned that in Barreiro and we're learning it now again. Quem é que está a ganhar o dia, Carrajola?
O
O
Pinho.
gajo ficou com o azul lá dentro. Não foste
O gajo vem para aqui filmar, apanha bué da peixe, apanha as melhores ondas.
O homem mete a cana, apanha a onda, frita a bifana, tira o peixe do mar.
Que grande risa.
Winner of the day.
Acho que ela vai quebrar onde está a corrente.
Mas a direita nunca.
A direita acho que não.
Mas vou com
Não,
foil.
e esta é fora da hora, por isso temos estas para andar aqui a ver se dá.
Depois com jeitinho vou aos pumps até aquela ilha ali.
Não é só ostro, não é mais botas.
Aquilo é uma ilha feita de ostra.
Não é folhado.
That's Oyster Island. That island over there is not actually an island. It's made of oysters.
Yeah,
Oh, well, oyster shells.
shells.
Run, run!
Já nem sei porque guardei para mim. Talvez porque me soava tonto. Dito ali ao espelho, enfim, ficava assim, sabendo a pouco. Nas palavras que pensei para ti, nunca achava nada novo. E por nada achar senti que um dia assim estaria pronto. E só com uma voz e uma guitarra eu fiz parar a rua inteira, vim tocar para ti uma canção que te escrevi. Quando alguém me diz o teu amor não mora aqui, e só com uma voz e uma guitarra eu fiz parar a rua inteira, vim tocar para ti uma canção que te escrevi.
God save the foil! This thing is crazy, like, as soon as you take off, you don't need anything else. It just goes so fast, even though the wave was, it was a bit powerless, but fuck, it was, we waited the whole day for that.
Epic.
We waited the whole freaking day. I lost hope. Totally, I lost complete hope that we were gonna be able to actually ride a wave without, like, you know, cruising on a soft top or something like that, you know. Lula is happy, but and rush hour is just starting, so let's go. Maybe I'll buy the island after all. The island is pretty isolated, like, and it's quite odd and dreamy to be able, you know, to share this space with friends and, like, be completely isolated from the world. And I guess nobody will come here to annoy us, but in fact this place used to be central in the regional economy here in Tejo. Probably the largest place where, like, kind of a nursery for oysters. Oysters from here would be exported to France, to England, and of course in Lisbon they would be eaten. In France they would be called les Portugais. And so this place that now is kind of disappearing because of the ferry motion in the water, erosion, global warming, more water in the river, blah blah blah, used to be a central place until all the factories and all the sewers from Lisbon, from Barreiro, from Seixal, from Montijo started flowing into the river, and then all of the oysters died, especially because of the action of Lisbon'S, who used to paint boats with a special paint that prevented mollusks and crustaceans to attach themselves onto the boats, and that obviously was super harmful for the oysters, and they kind of disappeared. Ricardo actually says that if you dove here by the end of the 20th century, you would be really lucky not to come out with two heads. So yeah, this was a different place. But now The river is getting better, dolphins are getting in, orcas are getting in, and the oysters are coming back. We saw some live oysters in there. Sorry, I'm eating the fish because it's really good. And I'm pretty happy that even though the waves are not even knee high sometimes, we get to spend a day like this in such an unusual place like the one we are at. So fun. Do you want some? Because the next boat like this will be in 1 hour, you know? That's why it's a nervous moment, because if I completely suck in this wave, 1 hour waiting. Run! No need to go on the first wave, contrary to other river waves I've surfed. This boat actually produces like 4 wave sets, which is completely weird. I don't understand why it happens. In Barreiro the wave is bigger, but it's only 1. In here it's like 4 smaller but okay waves, all of the same size. Next set I'm gonna try to go with the foil. We are out of gas and I want to cook the rest of the fish because I really want to eat it. The other one tasted amazing and this one will too. Nobody used this for the intended purpose. I don't like things to go out of purpose. I think I'm gonna, 1, turn the wax upside down because it's gonna melt. 2, we actually need to find something to put the fish on the fire because we didn't think that that was a problem. King of the island of rats.
Looks good, huh?
Looks pretty good. We have a fire! Fire in the rat island. Nice, huh? Sorry, I'm a guy. I'm proud of this stuff. I know that for some people this is not, but I'm like, yeah, fire! I know it's men, but I'm a guy, you know, I like it. They're already in the water. I was like, yeah, the boat will take a while. But no, this moment is so fucking nervous. Like,
Mas foi só dentro do expresso, já de volta ao Alentejo, que cometemos o excesso de dar o primeiro beijo. O postal veio depois e nas costas reza assim: os pardais somos nós dois, nunca te esqueças de mim.
fuck, I hit an oyster. I was like, yeah, let's go. Because the beginning I was freaking nervous. Like, I almost fell. I caught it. I knew it was gonna be alright. And like, whoa! And I thought I destroyed the foil, but no. I think I hit it. Yeah, it's a bit eaten. But oh well, I know my foil is gonna be combat foil. It was fun, the adventure. More than just because of the waves, in my opinion. The whole adventure of surfing a new wave. And surfing a new wave that is not actually a wave. Like throughout the day, the thing of oh, there's a boat, then there's a set, then there's a boat, then there's a set became a bit more normal. But that's not normal at all. Like, this is one of the strangest waves in the world. The fact that we got to combine that, spending a cool day with friends and just being at a deserted beach surrounded by, well, a pretty nice environment, just made the whole thing nicer. Catching fish, bringing food from home, the boat all the way here, like the sunrise and now the sunset, and all the normal downtime that I sometimes don't have in my normal life of like just, you know, hanging at the beach. That was amazing. There is one more boat and thus one more set. Let's see how it goes.
Ao teu pé frio encosto o meu quentinho e adormecendo lá digo baixinho: eu vivia tudo novamente.
The one question that remains is, should I buy the island or not? That's the money question. I think you should answer that. So guys, I had an announcement to make, and because of that announcement I basically changed the whole soundtrack of this video. It's all by António Zambujo, who is a really great artist from Portugal. Actually, it's one of my biggest inspirations in Portuguese music. And the announcement I have to make is kind of a dream. I've been a musician all my life, and all of a sudden this guy heard us, me, Afonso, and Milena, my music partners of this building. Actually, they're all my neighbors. And he was like, wow, this is cool. And one thing led to another, and we're going to play in his concert next Friday in one of the biggest arenas in Portugal, in Porto, and then 2 concerts in Campo Pequeno in Lisbon, which is quite awesome. I'm really happy, so happy that I cannot really describe how happy I am. So I hope you guys can come, and I just wanted to talk about this, and well, I have a vlog, so why not? And I'm gonna do something about that in the vlog next week or next 2 weeks, I don't know, some weeks from now.